while it transferred from one point to another point, if you are looking the packaging, right? The product packaging. Why can't we go for reduced product packaging and waste wherever possible? Then the transport must be reduced CO2 emissions. When it goes to the consumer, when they use, it should not utilize higher amount of energy. So where we can utilize some renewable energies also. The product must be safe, convenient, comfort. These are all some gimmick words, right? Then the usage of environment. And finally, the recycling collection. 1 decade back, I used to hear the buyback system. But the recent past, we are not having such kind of stock in a higher way. I don't know what is the problem happening in the industry. Earlier and all, there is a term buyback offer. So when we go for executing our day-to-day life, if we want to make our life as a stress-free environment, we should concentrate in our production of any product in a micro level of considerations, which is not going to harm the environment. So I told some 6 parameters in the product life cycles of any product. If you are looking the design alone, right? In the basic design, we have to understand what is the requirement. The first step of engineering a high performance machine is recognizing the need. That is, understanding the purpose of design. In fact, the aesthetics, the cycle time, the structural requirements, production method, product function, individual component cost, environmental durability, product cost, right? Here I given 9 items, some 3 items I removed from the earlier slide. So we have to analyze and evaluate the design mechanism. We have to analyze the forces. We have to have the design of elements, the material analysis and selection, design integration for manufacturing, creation of detailed mechanical drawing. Like that we can say n number. When we go for choosing this raw materials, when we go for choosing the number of components, when we choose the energy requirements, when we analyze the environmental impact, when we consider the renewable recycled material, right, the PDCA life cycle, how we are designing, how it is helping our people for the better life, better lifestyle. When we look individually, when we look as a societal one. More than that, the selection criteria for any type of material of our design. Are we considering the overall energy footprint, design for disassembly, module design, life cycle, separation techniques, reusability, recycling? These are all questions to the audience gathered here. I believe, as I told earlier, most of you may belong to engineering academic industry people, directly or indirectly connected with design and manufacturing of product, either theoretically and or practically having the experience in one or more sectors. More than that, our students are supposed to carry out a project in their 4-year lifetime during the study period. In case of undergraduation, and so for post-graduation and PhD in a different way. So every place, are we insisting? First of all, are we teaching? Are we training? Are we following? Are we emphasizing our students to look these parameters while they go for making a design of their own mandatory project in the undergraduation program? Maybe some of you tell, yes, I am insisting my students to do like that. For them, my question is, are you awarding marks for each criteria individually? So in the first session, I said ethics will not be taught by anybody. It has to come from everyone. The speed of arrival of ethical charactership will depend upon the mindset of an individual. In that scenario, if we people are interested to follow ethics as a role, then my question to the august audience, why can't we implement such kind of evaluation parameters for our projects? This is what NBA is also asking in their criteria 2 and 3. Describe about the student project. Safety wise, environmental wise, cost wise, human utilization wise, technology wise, how better your student's project. So it is a habit of our individuals to practice in our daily life. So here again, I can correlate with our Kubler-Ross principle. Are we in shock condition or are we in deciding condition? We have to take a call. I have seen personally most of the institutes struggling in that criteria 2 and 3 for answering the sub-criteria of project. Faculty often used to ask me, sir, we know few things, the mark distribution will be like this, literature survey, class regulation, presentation, question and answer, project report submission, attendance. These are all the parameters for awarding the project mark. How can I ensure the expectation of NBA? If anybody is asking such question, this is the answer. We are supposed to ask our students to design by considering the environmental, by considering the ethics, by considering the human values. If the product is having the scope for reuse, recycling, that should be rewarded, that should be appreciated. That should be appreciated means for students it is the matter of mark. So before commencing the semester, before commencing the subject, we are supposed to tell the students what we are expecting the students to do. Again, the same example, the student should not come after our evaluation and ask why he missed this much mark. We are supposed to tell him, tell her before they start doing. If you are doing, if you are having these provisions, these considerations in your design project, you will get this much maximum marks. I hope you people may understand a little bit in this environmental consciousness. If you are looking the human values, if you are correlating the human values and environmental ethics, environmental ethics is the philosophical discipline that considers the moral and ethical relationship of human beings to the environment. In other words, what, if any, moral obligation does man have to the preservation and care of the non-human world? While ethical issues concerning the environment have been debated for centuries, environmental ethics didn't emerge as a philosophical discipline till 1970s. Its emergence was the result of increased awareness of how the rapidly growing world population was impacting the environment as well as the environmental consequences that came with the growing use of pesticides, technology, and industry. I am saying pesticides, technology, and industry. Maybe you can say pesticides, you can understand it is affecting the environment. How the technology is affecting, of course, you can agree at a certain extent, industry is also affecting the environment. But how technology is affecting? Technology is supposed to do the things in a faster and quicker way. That's what you may ask. Let us wait for some more time, right? I will brief how the technology is destroying the environment. So environmental ethics helps define man's moral and ethical obligations towards the environment. That's what I told. But human values becomes a factor when looking at environmental ethics. Human values are the things that are important to individuals that they then use to evaluate actions or events. In other words, humans assign value to certain things and then use this assigned value to make decision about whether something is right or wrong. We are making the rule, right? And we are saying this is right and this is wrong. How? It based on the experience and based on the impact. For example, we can say a person living in a poverty, for example, South Africa, where if a person is cutting a tree to make a farm for his house, that is not a problem. If a man cuts a tree in a Mumbai city, a particular road, is an ethical issue, right? So how we can deviate it? Just to recall the slide which I shown in the first session. So ethics versus laws versus religions. It won't coincide. So this is what I said. Cut down forest to make room for farmland in South Africa is not an ethical issue. But at the same time, if it is in a Mumbai town street, it is an ethical issue. Similarly, we know fossil fuels and burning fossil fuels is making problem to the environment. But without burning the fossil fuels, we cannot run the industry. So we are weighing which is having more requirements, more needed things. Similarly, constructing a dam, right? Hydroelectric dam is unethical, which is making damage to the rare species of fishes. Not only that, we have to eradicate a big size of forest too in some cases. Similarly, mining techniques, is it moral? Is it ethical? If you are doing mining, if you are building hydroelectric dam, if you are cutting forest, what will happen? We may say clearly it is an environmental issues, right? Here the things comes, the region laws are deferred, and based on the circumstances, it may go for getting changed. Not only that, the global warming, fossil fuels, sea level rise, greenhouse gas, undercomes climate change. When we talk about the pollution, we heard about air pollution, water pollution. Similarly, have you heard about light pollution and noise pollution? Have you experienced of light and noise pollution? I will tell one more thing. I just slightly touch upon that migraine issue of an individual. Migraine is the major source work stress. The other secondary issue, the researchers are proving that it because of light pollution, right? Persons operating laptop, computer, and or mobile without any lighting, which makes tiredness of their eyes and leads to migraine issue. Similarly, habitat destruction, spices extinction, invasive spices comes under conservation. The renewable energy, efficient energy usage, energy conservation comes under energy. Fishing, logging, mining, those comes resource depletion. The pesticide, heavy metals, toxic waste, right? Littering, landfills, recycling, incineration. We can say those things comes under toxins and waste. The recent past, due to the technology improvement, we are finding environmental issues under genetic engineering also, like human genetic engineering, reproductive cloning, genetically modified food, etc. things. Then the farming. Since we are from agricultural background country, the overgrazing, desertification, environmental effects at meat production, cruelty to animals, we can list like that. These are all some top level environmental issues which is affecting directly the human values. Maybe some of you thought that the stress is coming only because of financial issues and our own workload in our day-to-day job. It is not only that. It is coming because of the technology. It is coming because of the environmental issues also, right? In fact, these are the issues making the human much tired. Because of the tired or over the period of this tiredness leading to depreciation. The depressed minds are getting evolved even because of the environmental issues. So the climate change, energy, pollution, toxin and waste, intensive farming, which are all directly related with our engineering field. Since it is a host department is mechanical, I thought of slightly touching the tribology area too. Hope you people know the meaning of tribology, right? Rubbing each other off two or more number of matters. I mentioned many items, starts from wind turbine to electric vehicle, machine tools to aircraft. In fact, when we talk about the green tribology, it's because of the chemical costs, it's because of the energy costs. Not only that, it's because of the mechanical also. So if you want to make the design, if you want to make a product by utilizing the design, we have to ensure that things are all not affecting the environment in a bigger way. It will affect definitely. Why I am saying is, it will affect water through waste and wastewater. It will affect buildings, transport, agriculture, forestry, industry, energy supply. If you are looking in terms of percentage, right? Energy supply and the industry is taking more than 40%. In fact, the waste and wastewater is 3% as on 2019, but it is also getting spoiled in the recent past. Remedial, we have to go for energy, chemical, and mechanical. As a technocrat, we are supposed to look these areas for our better comfort life and free from stress mind, then the world will be environmentally clean. In fact, these areas also will have some certain problems that we will see in the coming slides. Many people are feeling that the heat and energy dissipation. Sir, if I am working in a boiler, definitely my body condition will get tired. It's true. At the same time, if you are not feeling comfort also, our body is getting tired. So how can we correlate this working condition in a boiler place and uncomfort condition in a house? Is there any correlation? In both the situations, the body is dissipating certain amount of heat, which is not a normal one. Why? The boiler working place is a forced, but the household situation is not forced. But we are considering that as a forced one. I am forced by my family members to do this. I can refer the chat box messages at the end of the first session, which we received. One particular participant repeatedly asked about, if my boss tells to do, even though it is not an ethical thing, I am forced to do. Ethical dilemma. Initially, he asked, how can I overcome that ethical dilemma situation? When I responded, he replied with an additional statement, if I am not following, I cannot continue that position. Okay, there may be some precedents, some other colleagues who opposed such unethical condition and lost their job. I am saying a possibility. Second possibility, the individual is afraid to present the truth in front of the superiors. Only these are the two conditions. In the second conditions, again some more probabilities, situations are there. The individual is afraid to present the truth in front of superiors because, first one, they are not confident about that incident, whether it is perfect, whether it is ethical or unethical. Number two, they are having afraidness to the superior, means they don't know how to present to the superiors. They are having the problem of communication. Third one, the individual is not having the confidence to face the question from the superior. Fourth one, the individual is not having alternative suggestions for that particular forced item. So whatever we say, whatever we rotate, finally it will come and stop at the position of quality. It will come and stop in the position of individuality. If I am saying something, even though I am junior, senior will hear my talk because senior knows that I won't tell anything without reason. So it is in our hand to make such kind of situations. So if you want to make such kind of situations, you have to stay some time. You have to stay in the ground in a playing mood for certain period of time. Then only the opponents and the audience will understand about our play. That's what our ancestors used to say. You observe, you hear, you analyze, and then you go for react. So when we go for considering this in the environmental, by applying this green tribology, in terms of mechanical engineering, we can go for environment-friendly lubrication, we can go for the tribology of renewable energy application, or we can go for biomimetics for tribological application. I think some of the persons are out of mechanical, so we won't go for briefing in connection with environmental conscious by using these topics. Right. Everybody is interested in vehicles, right? You may hear about the alternative fuels. Alternative fuels are derived from sources other than petroleum products. Most are all produced domestically in our country. It is for the purpose of reducing the imported oil. That's what we are having the feeling. Right. In the recent past couple of years, we are also having talk highly in this battery electric passenger car. So if you want to practice environment friendly, right, we should make some changes in our activity also. That's what we ended with the first session. So what are the changes as a technocrat we can think of? Even we can think of the vehicles. You may hear about the God's own country, Kerala, where I was there for about 15 years of my lifetime. I was there right from 2006 to 2021 January. When I reached there in the year of 2006, I found that 24/7 I am fresh. No need of sweating, no need of dust formed on my face. Even I travel by two-wheeler. But during 2015-16 onwards, I found the environment is little polluted. I started getting sweating. I started getting dust particles on my face while travel on two-wheeler. It is difficult to sleep without a conditioning climate during during summer. The reason behind this, when I made a small study, the number of vehicles grown in that particular locality is almost 700 times than 2006. And the age of the vehicles in that locality is crossed more than 5 to 7 years, which started polluting more amount. This is one main reason, because that particular locality is not having any industry. That particular locality is having the rain at least once in every fourth month, once in 15 days. So the utilization of vehicles also making damage to the happiness index of an individual in that locality. People totally started ignoring of using bicycle. Every household equipped with minimum of 2 cars and 3 two-wheelers, if there is 4 or more than numbers of family members. So we have to think. When we say simply stress, the indirect way of getting such kind of difficulties are from environmental issues too. So that's what the another change management model, which is called Kurt Lewin's model of change. We are always thinking that, right? The decision is the final stage. Then you will ask, sir, in your ADKAR model, you told the last one is fixing the decision. How can we, once we fixed, it is fixed? Is it like that? Definitely no. We can take a decision by making a proper plan. Once we make a decision, the decision has to be freezed. When and where we want to make some changes, then we can go for unfreezing the decision. Recognize the need for change. Because the decision is taken some years back, some months back, some days back, even some hours back or two. But now there is a need for change. What is the need? What are the things has to be changed? If I want to change something which is old, is it possible? If I want to make change, will my management support me? So here, I want to say one more my personal experience. During 2009, I was given basic mechanical engineering subject for A, B, and G batches. 3 classes consist of around 200 students together. So I used to give assignments to the students in a group wise. At the beginning of the semester itself, after 1.5 months, they are supposed to submit as assignment as a PPT format. I used to give the questions like this. You joined in mechanical, or you joined in electronics, you joined in computer, whatever it may be. You prepare a interesting, innovative idea as a PowerPoint presentation, which can be presented for about 15 minutes maximum. The best top 3 presentations will be given prizes. For that, you will be given 45 days time period to prepare and submit. Only thing, nobody knows what topic you have chosen. Second thing, you have to submit through mail only. And this is the way you are supposed to submit. Yes, many people submitted, almost, because it is first year, 95 to 99% of the students will submit. Since it is first year, definitely they will look our evaluation. They will ask us. So I have to spend time, Saturday, Sundays, and additional days in the evening. So I will take another 20 to 30 days. Probably the second series will complete. Then I will come up with the top list. And I consider this PPT presentation submission as first assignment, because university has given a privilege. The assignment can be homework, quiz, small exam, prototype model, anything. And I given a longer view way. Right. Then I have chosen around 5 groups and I asked them, tomorrow, Saturday, there is a class, special class is there for the entire college. I asked the staff advisor to allocate the same hours of A batch and G batch together so that the first 3 batches can present their PowerPoint presentation. They did. After my class hour, the peon came to me. Sir, principal wants to meet you. Please come to principal chamber. I gone there, maybe some reasons, some matter will be there. He started shouting. If you are combining 2 or more number of classes together and present something, then what is the use of it? We can record your things and telecast through pen drive. Last year, the same principal called me and said, sorry, that day I made a mistake. So whether we are getting encouragement to replace the old behavior and attitudes, whether we are having such kind of motivation to replace the old behavior and putting the new things, whether we are getting the strong support, right? Okay, when we do such kind of things and if you are getting some doubts, who is clarifying? So far I given 3 management model system. Kubler-Ross, ADKAR principle. Now I am describing the Kurt-Lewin model of change. Everything is interconnected. Everything made some decades back. So we have to unfreeze our mind. When people say internet will destroy the kids' life and it is deviating them from the study, definitely it is true if the kids are getting deviated to the wrong side. As a parent, as a guardian, as a caretaker, as a well-wisher, whether we are making them to move in a right path. That is in our hand only. Okay, I unfreezed. How can I change? Again, morning, the chat box question. If I am not meeting the commitments, I said, you check the plan. We are teaching all these things to the students, right? How to make plans. Whoever is teaching or learning project management is having separate chapter. When we have the plan, it should have multiple plans and the priority wise A, B, C. Any number you can keep according to your expertise. Whatever we made, we have to implement. For example, in every one of our home, we are taking some decision and we are making a plan. We have to go to cinema theater once in every month, right? Whether it is a minimum or maximum. We are supposed to go for outing to have dinner once in a week, whether it is a minimum or maximum. How much financial? Suppose if you are making the same item of food in our home, what will be the cost? Whether we tried by involving all the members. So these are all think and do process. Some of my friends used to say in the recent 1.5 years, sir, I am not able to pay my EMI because I am getting 60% of the salary. Institute is not able to pay 100% and I am suffering to live my life comfortably. So we have to make a plan to afford with the available resources. We can cut short in many places by compromising our interest. That is not fully happiness. Please try to understand. So we have to plan the change, we have to implement. When we go for implementing, when we go for cut shorting the expenditure, we have to help the members of our family to learn how to live comfortably with the financial cut short. When the institutes plan to reduce from 100% to 60%, they have to help the employees to learn the new concept of 60% salary, and by that they have to give way out to live the life comfortably. That's what the communication is playing a major role. Communicate, communicate, communicate. Empathically and sympathically. So that the individuals will get motivated. So once we unfreeze, once we change, then go for freezing it. This is what I mentioned in ADKR, fifth stage, reinforcement. This is what in Kubler-Ross I mentioned, integration. So once we do like this, definitely the happiness index will come automatically. In a layman, we can say, sir, I want to change means it is not changing fully. For example, as I showed in the screen, 6 pieces of ice cube can be converted into 4 by increasing in its size. So what we can do? We have to unfreeze, change, freeze. This is what Kurt Lewin mentioned. So are we ready to do in such a way in our life, as mentioned by Kurt Lewin's model of change, so that the employees are ensuring the decision of getting change. Once they take a decision, they will go for executing the intended change. Once they go for changing, then it will be a permanent. If you are doing twice, thrice, as a human, we will do automatically. Right? That is our usual practice. The first attempt will be very tougher. Once we start doing, then the things will go very quickly. So here, right from the morning, I am talking about the correlation of latest technology, IoT. How it is affecting the environment. So in this MDP, most of you are advised to utilize desktop or laptop for comfort, right? So if you are using a laptop, it is an average of 200 watt per hour whenever it is used. If it is 8 hours used, almost emitting 175 kilogram of CO2 per year. And we are sitting near to the computer. And we are the first person using that emitted CO2. So it will depend upon the component. Even if you are not to switch off, it is emitting. So this is the way I told One is pesticides, second one is technology, third one is industry. So computer is a technology. Laptop is a technology which we invented. It is also emitting certain amount of CO2. Now you calculate how many number of electronic gadgets in your home. Just imagine 10 years back how much CO2 emitted from your home and how much CO2 is emitting from your home now. Right? Second, we are daily using mail. Megha Charlada is about to ask question but not ask. Okay. We are using email every day. When we use these mails, until unless we delete, it will be there, right? It is also emitting certain amount of CO2, which is equivalent to Thomas Alva Edison's 60-watt lamp lighting for 25 minutes, right? And every day, if I am asking the participants how many email ID you are having, definitely everybody will tell more than 2, right? So if you are using 20 emails per day over 1 year, that is emitting CO2, which is equivalent to a car travel making 1,000 kilometers. Fortunately or unfortunately, nowadays, few of our homes are equipped with router also, because this corona pandemic made every member of the family to utilize Wi-Fi and required such kind of equipments, which consumes again huge amount of power, which is again emitting CO2. In fact, the data centers are little replaced with cloud, but still we are simply saying data center, and some of us are interested to do business by creating a data center too, but it comes close to 100 million watts, which is equivalent to 1/10 of the thermal power station. Our environmentalists are always opposing to create this kind of power stations. But every city, every town, every place is now with the same type of setup, but in different name. Okay, if I am asking any question, immediately we will go to Google, right? Without Google, we cannot learn anything. That's what today's education trend. Assume that the Google search is coming with 5 results. Every Google search is coming with some thousands of results, right? If it is a 5 results, then it is 10 gram of CO2, right? So these are all striking data. Because of that, the people are losing their happiness index. When we are browsing the web, an average internet user yearly needs about 365 kilowatt hour electricity and 2,900 liters of water. We are in short of water supply. We are having several schemes for saving the water. Just keep in your mind that our technology is indirectly consuming the natural resources in a huge way, which is again equivalent to 1,400 kilometer travel made the CO2 emission. It's already important. You can put the question in the chat box. If it is relevant to the current topic, I will answer immediately. Otherwise, we will discuss at the end of the session, end of my presentation. Okay. Do I emit CO2 when I surf the internet? I already told the use of internet involves not only the use of device directly connected to a plug or battery charged with electricity, but also calling on millions of pieces of data stored on servers. These are all called energy hungry servers. This is because of the way the work plus the way we use them. As per 2018 ICT account, 6 to 10% of the global electricity consumption is used by our technology. That is computer alone, and it is increasing 5 to 7% every year. So this is the world energy. If you are looking at the traditional way, coal, crude oil, 90-95%, if you are looking that, it's because of the way of making pollution. Only some 5 to 10% from the renewable energy sources. So last year, 2020, the world energy production was 152,000 terawatt hour. It is not gone as per the expectation of forecasting of the previous years. If you are looking the Indian energy, again, every year it is getting increase only because we are deploying higher amount of energy consuming products. So when we use energy consuming products, definitely those products will dissipate CO2, heat to the environment. So again, you correlate the second session starting presentation. When we go for designing some product, we have to consider the environmental conscious so that the products will emit lesser amount of CO2. So India also producing lesser amount of energy from renewable sources, only say 20%. In fact, hydroelectric is playing 10% plus, but the remaining thermal is the major one, 75%, which is having more pollution. Of course, Indian government is having some plans to increase the power production of renewable energy sources, but in reality, it is not materialized for the past 5+ years. If you are looking at this particular slide, you can understand the current condition. It is not going as per the expectation or as per the forecasting. So as a technocrats, we have to take a call in these things. If you are looking at the net solar generation itself, of course, China and India is having some good projection in the next 30 years. It starts from 2020, 2018 onwards. Hope we may reach that position, but by the time the population will also increase, by the time the utilization of materials also increase. So how we are going to match this? For an example, I consider the China alone, how much they are going quickly from 300 to 3,400 within the span of 40 years, just for a reference. So what I said, the same quote, if you fail to plan, you are planning to fail. If you don't attack the risks will attack you. Nothing gets done till nothing gets done. Fast, cheap, good you can have. Any tool will give you better comfort. In between, Gudit best asked the question, how CO2 is emitted by using mail or searching in web? Is it by the use of due to electronic device? You have said answer as well as question together. It is the right thing. Right? So in that scenario, the new upcoming technology is quantum computing, which is not required any data center or cloud. Right? So it will emit very less amount of CO2, but still it is in infant stage. The technology has to develop a lot. We will come. If you are using variety of higher number of electronic devices, definitely it will emit CO2. When we surf mail, it is not using only our computer. It has to work with multiple number of systems connected across the world. So definitely every system induced to give the result to us will emit certain amount of CO2. So the CO2 emission is going high. Being a mechanical engineer, I used to put this mechanical terms. If you are looking the global impact of friction on fuel consumption in passenger cars. Sir, I am putting 1 liter petrol and it is going 12 kilometer mileage, right? If you are converting those things in terms of power units, annual car fuel consumption comes around 34 exajoules. Exa means 10 to the rise 18. So approximately as on the date, 1.45 billion cars in this world. So energy used in one global average car comes around 48,000 megajoule per annum. So this is what the campaigns are coming, cool the car, use once in a week bicycle, make more walking, use common transport items like that, right? That's what I said. If you are giving 1 liter petrol, assume 100% fuel energy, 46% going as mechanical power, 22% going as cooling, 1/3 is going as exhaust. So we are wasting a lot of power. When we say exhaust, that is emitting again harm gases. If you are looking at the mechanical power 46% alone, again rock processing goes 16%. Friction losses going 30%. Remaining 54% of 46% as thermal energy loss. So finally 5%. Total energy loss is 95%. So how much as a technocrat we have to improve only in the car sector? So earlier I given a slide comparison between the fueled car and electric fuel car, petroleum fueled car and electric fuel car. Now I given how the energy is dissipating into the environment. How to solve? If it is a technology, IoT, we can go for open sourcing license, the data bias, algorithmic bias, again some technical terms, those who belongs to computer science can understand quickly. The bias in face recognition can be understood by every one of us, irrespective of branch of engineering. I don't know how many of you are having the experience of using the Apple iPhone Face ID and other phone Face IDs. If you are using Apple iPhone ID, that is the victory of machine learning. That's what technologists claiming. Because even after 40 years also, that particular phone Face ID can recognize you. Not only that, even if you are doing color changing of your hair, makeup will also recognize your face. Reason, keep on updating the records. When it keep on updating the records, definitely it will utilize a certain amount of energy. When it utilizes certain amount of energy, definitely it will emit CO. So similar to that, the other technologies also. I think we started this computer technology right from 19th century. Starts from the password guessing to ransomware we reached now. Now we came up with a new Israeli software. So things are going in different ways. Starts from individual to connected devices. What I am saying is, when we go for this kind of data mining attacks, also harming the environment in a huge way. So that I thought of putting in that. Sir, we don't have any act. This is not ethical. Why the government is not following any rule? Why government is not putting any rule? Maybe some of you have such kind of question. If you are having such question, please erase it. Our country is having a very good act in these things. Maybe the education not done among the stakeholders properly. There is an act which is called the IT Act 2000, Cyber Crime Prevention Act 2012. As per IT Act 2000, Section 43, penalty for damage to computer systems, etc., such as illegal access to computer systems, downloading or copying data, including virus attack on it, damaging the computer, its stored data or network, etc., shall be liable to pay by way of compensation up to 1 crore. But for my knowledge, not even a single case filed in our country till the date. Maybe anyone knows, you please share in the chat box. Very strong act in our country. It's clearly mentioning, it's clearly enabled, but it is not known by most of us. This is what I said, the communication, right? Communication to the consumers is not in a flow. Or we individuals are not interested to know what is happening. Again, I can refer the Kubler-Ross principle, ADKAR principle, Lewin-Kurtz change management principle. Everywhere it is mentioned very clearly. Then why we people are not using? We have to self-introspect. We are all very much in fond of McKinsey, right? McKinsey is also having a framework, the 4th change management model. Strategy, system, structure, skill, shared values, style, staff. McKinsey is the biggest group in this world. They are following this 7S framework. When you say 7S framework, there are some hard elements, there are some soft elements. You may ask, sir, what is hard, what is soft elements? The 3 hard elements are strategy, structures. When you say structures, such as organization chart and reporting lines. Systems. System means formal processes and IT systems. These are all relatively easy to identify and management can influence them directly. This is a group way. This is not an individual, it's a team. The strategy has to be formulated, a team structure also, as well as system also. When you say the strategy, if I am asking you strategy, in the NBA accreditation within the next 6 months' time, what is the strategy you formulated for obtaining or for recognizing accreditation for your program? What is the short term? What is the mid term? What is the long term? This is your organization's plan for building and maintaining a competitive advantage over its competitors. Are you having such kind of strategy? When you say structure, this is how your company or a family is organized. That is, how departments and teams are structured, including who reports to whom. Who is the decision-making authority? Who is the controlling authority? When you talk about the system, the daily activities and procedures that staff used to get, the job has to be done. What I am supposed to do in every day, in a layman word. Right? Another side, the soft elements. Every individual is supposed to do. The shared values, these are the core values of the organization. When you say skill, the actual skills and competitions of the organization's employee. When you say staff, what is the general capabilities of your teaching fraternity of your college? So the employees and their general specialities. When you say style, I have my own style of making presentation and try to attract people by putting my animated slides. That is my style. Somebody's slide, they may put a video and describe with the case studies. Somebody will come with storytelling. Somebody will come and tell demonstrated way. But of course, as a top level authority of any industry or company or family, they should have mixed style. Because one style which I am following may not be appropriate to a particular individual. That particular individual has to be made with their own frequent style. So that's what we are failing in our classroom in some occasions. All the 60 students are not in line with our command. We are saying that those students are poor category. I never agree that one. All the students are having intellectual capability. The only thing, we are supposed to make them to come in our way. If they are not ready to come in our way, we are supposed to go in their way and teach. Then we will say, sir, we won't get sufficient time to do. That's what we are saying, the circle. So that's what the stress is getting stopped. When the people are not in the circle, and if you are forced to go out of the circle to do the things, then our comfort zone is getting break and we started feeling of discomfort or uncomfort, right? So this is what I mentioned, the shared values and the style and the staff and the scales, right? As a individual, we are always having the dream, or I want to construct a very good home, right? Yes, most of us, including me, are having the dream of making a comfortable house. Even though we are appointing an engineer to design, drawing a plan, elevation, we used to interrupt the engineer by giving some suggestions while designing. Then we will find sometime difficulty to get sufficient fund for constructing the house, but we will manage, right? Here I'm saying some tough words. We are interrupting the work of engineer. We are managing for gathering the funds. What for all these things? To fulfill our dream. Maybe most of the participants gathered here also had that experience of constructing a house for their own, according to their dream, may be fulfilled, may not be fulfilled. You see, after all these managing interruptions, dream, one fine day, we are getting the housewarming. That particular moment, I don't know how many of you will recollect that memory. Oh, I told many occasions to this engineer to make this particular place in such a way. He told yes, yes, but he never did. I told my husband that we can keep this kind of chimney, but his friend suggested this particular brand is good. You know, in the first housewarming day itself, it is not absorbing all the smoke. At least one or two such kind of disappointments will be expressed by most of us. Why it is so? Is it the fault of mason or engineer or the husband or husband's friend? When the husband tells my friend suggested to purchase this chimney, we accepted. Why we didn't reply that I referred from so and so place, so and so friends, I personally experienced so and so friend's house. I have seen the operation of this particular brand chimney in these three places. So why we are supposed to go for this particular brand, which is good than this? This is our own mistake. We didn't tell because we don't have the courage to tell. We don't have the confidence to tell. We don't have the experience of that particular item. So we are depending second party. Even though the second party is our family member, we are dependent on them. When we depend someone and later if it goes wrong, what is the need of blaming that? What is the need of getting uncomfort by that incident? It is not needed. I didn't do. I missed that golden chance. So I have to have this one only. You know, you can dream, create, design, and build the most wonderful place in the world. But it takes people to make the dream a reality. Who is that people? We are the people. If you want to make a wonderful place in the world, it is in our hand, and we should make the dream a reality, not others. Like that, one person in the world is made this statement. Okay, when I say who is that person, you won't believe, because we all people are interested to visit at least once in our lifetime, if possible. Okay, at least once in our lifetime, if possible, right? That is the world amazing, wonderful park, Walt Disney. He made this statement after constructing his own Walt Disney. He said, it is not constructed according to my expectation. Then you just imagine how much he dreamed. Right? Don't take anything negative. He didn't convey the dream which he made to the executors. Those things are all there. So it is a common mind of every individual to expect a top level, achieving middle level, and feeling uncomfort. So if you are coming out from that, is the easiest way, and no need of worrying about such kind of things. And see the picture which I posted now, how the cube is rotating in a unstructured supportings. How people are identifying. Some people are feeling that it's a God's grace. Some people are feeling that it is a technology. Some people are trying to identify the technology. Right? Some people are feeling that it's a wonderful. They are in mesmerized stage. So what is your stage? You want to be a maker or you want to be an audience? It is up to us. So the technology will definitely grow. Definitely grow. When I said the energy consumption in our country, the last year energy production in our country, 1,350 megawatt something, sorry, gigawatt something, which is less than 10% of, sorry, 1% of the world or global power production. Hope in the coming days we may have such kind of wonderful components in our country too. Similarly, this artificial intelligence. When we use this artificial intelligence, I don't know how many of you are having the NPS, National Pension Scheme. Few of you belongs to government servants, and most of you are private sector. May not have much knowledge about the National Pension Scheme. But you may have the experience of giving survey reply for a service. Very good, good, average, poor, very poor. You might see it in some malls, right? Similarly, the electrical industry, the power industry is also going to be in artificial within some time period. Since the time is less, I am not going to touch, but I will share this PPT to you through the coordinator. If you are interested, you can go through it. I am just omitting this particular topic. Okay. So one of the participants, again, Budi Bist mentioned, right? This blockchain we used to call as world-changing technology. If you are looking the industry in the insurance, already 80% of the insurance companies, either they started doing operations or they are jumped into implement of blockchain in their business. But the major problem, it is not having any data center cloud, so that it is stored in millions of computers. Since it is stored in millions of computers, it is going to have higher amount of environmental cost. Of course, regulations are all not needed for this session. Indian government also started piloting program in Public Financial Management Service, PFMS. Kerala government already started Kerala Blockchain Academy. Tamil Nadu government came up with their proposal a couple of years back. Uttar Pradesh government already conducted bigger conference in 2018. Similarly, Telangana and Andhra governments also started implementing. But the problem is, it is going to pay higher amount of environmental cost. And it is going to apply in almost all the places, not in one places. Every place it is going to do. So in that scenario, how we are going to live in a comfort condition, right? Just for making money, people, I put this slide. If you are looking this blockchain area, these are the top players. But an Indian player is in the 5th stage, right? When I saw the name, you may be surprised that is Infosys. So the technology is playing vital role, including the stocks, right? These are all top stocks in the blockchain. But it is damaging again and again to the nature. So again, I am coming to the mapping with human values. If you are using technology, it is making issue to the global warming. It is making secondary environmental impacts more than the total cost of ownership. So in that scenario, what we are going to do? So this SWOT analysis and all we already discussed, so that I am moving from that screen. So it is a time for making a call among us, how we are going to save the nature. What way we are going to save? Because of the saving, how we are able to live the life in a peaceful way. So for this session, again, I referred some references which shown on the screen, includes again the Who Will Cry When You Die by Robin Sharma. So still we are having another 15 minutes for question and answer session. If participants have any queries, we can discuss in further. Thank you for your patient listening. Over to the coordinator.
Dear participants, if you're having any queries to discuss with the resource person, the forum is yours. You can either post your queries in the chat box, or you can unmute yourself and you can post your questions to the resource person.
Maybe the time is short lines. Krishna Boyana, please wait. They will give feedback. I think already coordinator told at the end of third session they will give feedback.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you, Ashwari Devaraj. Nekha, definitely the slides will be shared. Okay. Only condition, the slides will be in read-only format. it will be shared through Google Drive to the coordinator, and further coordinator may share it with you. Dr. Jyoti Sinka, the recording will be available in the adult website. If you are-
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Actually, due to link issue, I couldn't have joined earlier, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
No
Thank you,
problem.
sir.
It will be available in the Atal platform after few days. Even after you are searching the similar type of thing, you can see my speech. I already given around 65 to 70 talks so far.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Okay, I am not able to read all your individual names. Thank you for all the good words which you have, but it is important. You have to come up with some
Carpalito,
problem, right? You have to